All power is in your hands when you make that narcissist now irrelevant. This person thought that you wouldn't make it without them, or you couldn't do it without them, or they've narcissistically fooled themselves into believing that they're the prize, and if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be you. That narcissistic parent swears that it's because of them that you are you. When you make these things irrelevant, you get to individuate, become your own self, free yourself from this narcissistic chain, and you now go ahead and continue to glow. You've always had the gift. You've always had the ambition. You've always had the vision. You now can set yourself free, escape, cut them off, whatever it ends up being when enough becomes enough and they push you too far. You tap into healing. It's takeoff for you. It's takeoff for you. That's why a lot of you, now that you're thriving, you see how beautifully life is just accepting you. Like the universe is throwing everything at you that you deserved. Everything that you thought you lost, you probably are getting it back and then some. They are irrelevant. How they feel, how they felt, what they thought, what they said, it don't even matter. You are your own star. You are the star of your own show, the show they try to really take over. They really did, because they are somewhere convincing themselves that they have all these qualities now, and they're your qualities. They stole everything from you. That's probably why this new person thinks that they're winning. They're getting a version of this narcissist that this narcissist has copied from you. They're thieves. And so when you make them irrelevant now, you take all power back, and you take back everything that was ever taken from you. Just because you've always had that light anyway. They're irrelevant now. How they've conditioned you, the things they've done to program you, now you can go and deprogram and unlearn it and set yourself truly free and tap into fulfillment for your life. You can free yourself and go and get the love that you deserve, because it's waiting for you. This person has been blocking you from reaching your highest potential. You've made them irrelevant. Everything they worked so hard for in an attempt to ruin you is backfiring. Because it turns out you're not as broken as they thought you were. Turns out you really are a child of God, and God got you. God had you this whole time. And now they're irrelevant because you see, you know what? I did my part. God can't help you. I can't help you. Maybe God is the only one who can help you. Look, whatever, I don't know. I don't care. Not my problem. Not my issue. I'm worried about my life. I'm worried about, accomplishing my goals. I'm worried about getting back in school. I'm worried about making sure my house is good. My kids are good. You're irrelevant now. What you got to say, how you feel, the mess you putting out on the streets, the lies that you're telling folks, that's on you. It's going to come back on you. You're so irrelevant at this point that you're digging holes for yourself repeatedly. You're believing your own lies. Good for you. Good for you. You're playing victim. Good for you. Enjoy that clown show by yourself, because you are irrelevant to me. You don't move me. You don't influence me. You have no power over me. Checkmate. You lose. You've been a loser, and now you lose. Because I made you feel like a winner. I gave you all that power. I boosted that fragile ego. But it turns out it's all smoke and mirrors anyway. Because the more I gave you, the more obsessed you became with that supply. So once I snatched that supply away, now you got to figure it out. You got to keep lying. You got to keep pulling people into your narcissistic matrix. You're the one stuck in that. The more irrelevant you make the narcissist, the more narcissistic they got to be to keep their mask tucked, to keep their narcissistic game going, pulling more people in, new people in, old people in, lying more, all this chaos, all this drama, this fake police order now, all of a sudden. Just narcissistically butthurt and salty because you're onto the game. You see right through them, and they no longer have power anymore. Since narcissists like to come into people's lives with evil and ill intentions, getting into marriages with no intention of truly being a good husband, a good wife, a faithful person, someone you can work with, work through things with, someone you can actually trust. Whatever level of relationship this is, whether mom, sibling, your own child, maybe a work relationship, a friend, you just cannot trust them. And the fact that they have their own intentions for the relationship that they have with you, whether you're being used as, a part of triangulation with someone else, you're a third party, you're being pulled in as a new supply or some kind of supply. With all narcissists, it's about supply. And you give great supply because of what you are, the giver you are, the lover you are, the type of empathy you carry. They see people like you, they target people like you. Your light is so attractive that they latch on to you. And they end up trying to break your spirit. They end up breaking your spirit because they're nothing like you. You're completely opposites. Your character and their character just doesn't go well together. Unequally yoked, if you want to put it that way. And this person tries to keep you in their web of destruction for so long. You end up being forced to wake up. You wake up and you become a different person to them, and now you're a problem. Now you are an enemy. Now they got to figure out a way to try to, shit on you. Because they don't want you to hurry up and shit on them, even though they've been shitting on you all these years, all this time, with all these lies, trying to literally sabotage your life to the point where they were poisoning your food. This person was sleeping with other people and bringing all type of sicknesses, illnesses, and diseases to you with no care. They laid there and wanted all them kids, fooled you to think they wanted all them children. And they don't even know how to be a parent. They don't even want to be a parent. They just wanted to use those kids as part of their image. This person is a church-going narcissist. Oh my goodness. Talk about weaponizing the Bible. Talk about weaponizing God and exploiting God's people because they think they're a God. You may be dealing with somebody extremely grandiose, or you could be dealing with somebody extremely vulnerable. The victim playing, woe is me. The victim playing mom and dad every time they're not having their way. Oh, they back in the hospital. Something is wrong with them again. Master manipulators is what you've dealt with. Until enough becomes enough. And you master their game. And you use it against them to destroy them. By learning their game, understanding their game, you don't fall into the game anymore. And that ends the game.